Put this as Yes, Kieren.
All right, but I feel different.
Okay, that's
See, it
good.
works. All right.
Say hello.
Hello, this is The Truth About Men. And what is this about? Essentially, 50% of the population are men. We got the dangly things that hang from our groins. And if you're a woman, you wonder, how the hell do they think? How do they operate? Why do they do the strange things that they do? That's what this is about. I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. I'm not here to tell you that men are bad. So if you're hoping it's going to be a male bashing channel, you're wrong. But I'm also not here to tell you that men are amazing either. So if you're thinking this is a pro-man channel, you're wrong. We're just here to find out the truth about men. Today I'm here with my ex, Marianiki.
Hello.
Hello. The yoga teacher extraordinaire. And we also have a question. This question, which comes from Sade from New York. Kieren, how many times has this happened to me? I meet a man, he approaches me, puts in effort to win me over, tries his hardest over text message and things like that over a period of weeks and sometimes even months. Eventually, I open up to him, realize I like him, start to share myself with him, and then he leaves. What the hell's going on?
Men likes to hunt. And they don't like the easy way.
Really?
I mean, not just men. I feel like everybody appreciates more something if they have tried for it. They meet the woman, they try to get her. So, actually no, because they should appreciate her based on my logic. You know, I have no clue.
Right. Well, this is what I'll say. So I did a poll in my coaching circle, my coaching forum.
About this.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So basically, there was one answer that came up. There were two answers that come up.
This one gonna be interesting.
All right. So the first one basically is kind of what I think you were getting at, which said, sometimes men like the thrill of the chase. That's from Omar. So what Omar's basically saying is that when you're trying to get the girl and you're trying to get her, it's exciting. But then once you've got her, you realize she ain't all. It's not all that. That's basically what he was saying.
So do they know what's coming next? Or for the moment they're like, oh my God, I like her so much. And they're not aware of what's coming next. You know what I mean? Like, for example, the cats play with the mouse. The mouse is at some point killed, but they don't eat the mouse. They just leave it.
So you're saying that men are playing with women's emotions like a cat and a mouse?
Well,
Is that what you're implying?
It could be, but it was just the first example that came to my mind.
Hold on. So just so we're clear, you know, like, have you ever seen a cat where it's got a mouse and the mouse is trying to run away and the cat will just trap it with its paw?
And they play.
And then you'll like let go and the mouse will run away and then it'll do that again.
Yeah. And they play. And they just play. They don't need it.
Okay, no. So, okay, what I think is going on there, and basically what other men have said, is that they think the woman is really amazing until they've actually got her. Now they've got her, it's just kind of like...
My question is, do they really believe that she's so special at this point?
I mean,
or
probably
they may know. Okay.
Probably not. Probably not. For the most part, probably not. They're probably just saying what they think she wants to hear.
Okay.
But anyway, that's one thing. Now, I've got another reason, which is from me, which has definitely been true of me in this situation. Meaning that on this planet right now, are there women who would have had this experience of me, where I was getting to know them and then all of a sudden when they thought that they liked me, I disappeared. I don't think that's happened much, but it's definitely happened at least a couple of times. Why did that happen from my perspective? Okay?
You know why I'm laughing?
No, I have no idea.
Because when we had met each other and we decided to be together, you told me this after we broke up. So we met each other, we were meant to be together, and it was one woman who was like a potential girlfriend as well. And while you were with me, you were thinking that if I was with this woman, she would be a better girlfriend than Marianiki?
Was that...
Don't say the name. You know what I'm talking about. And then you met her, you had sex with her, and you told me, you know something? I think that even if I was with her, you know, she wouldn't be
Okay,
the
well,
girlfriend I
okay,
thought.
so here's the thing. All right. Actually, okay, all right. That kind of ties into what I'm going to say. Because that woman that you're talking about, when I met her, and like me and you kind of knew each other at that point, she seemed to be like amazing. She did. And as me and you had problems, and I saw her on social media,
Yeah.
and I saw her looking amazing on social media, in my head, there was this like fantasy of who she was as a person.
So, probably men have the same fantasy while they chase the woman.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, well, yes. So it's kind of related, but it's kind of not. Yeah. So here's the thing. I have this fantasy about who she is. And it's like me and you, we had our issues, and like I looked at her and I knew she wanted me. I knew it and stuff. But I'm a good man, so I couldn't bring myself to just like contact her and just, sleep with her behind your back and stuff. But anyway, so I meet her, and when I meet her, it's like she was completely messed up. She was nothing like I thought she would be. In fact, she's quite a toxic person and has some issues. But anyway, the point is, I didn't realize that till I got to know her. And it's like, why did I spend all this time thinking she was so amazing?
So what you're saying is the man meets the woman and he's like, oh my God, she's a goddess. He says her, but when he understands what kind of person she is, he drops it.
Well, okay, so that is fundamentally the thing that I was going to say about me, which is this, right?
Okay.
So as a man, you meet a woman and she goes, I'm going to make him work for it. That's what I'm going to do.
This is what we call the games.
Yeah, don't give it to him easy. 'Cause she's not a whore. She's not a slut. So she's going to make him work for it. But make him work for it doesn't just mean make him work for sex. It means make him work for her affection, make him work for conversations, make him work for the chance to get to know her. So the thing is this. Go on.
And I guess based on what the person of your group said, that men like challenge, this is an extra boost for the man to try more.
I mean,
I think this is like a chain, right?
I guess, yes.
Okay.
But then the thing is this, right? When the man is trying, he's showing his personality. He's like, he's showing the best parts of his personality because he's trying to win you over, right?
As you say at the beginning, is like you take the best self of the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And he's being as witty as he can, he's being as funny as he can, he's whatever, right? Boom. But the woman isn't giving him anything. So he's like trying to crack open a safe. Like you know what a safe is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Where you put money and
yeah,
stuff.
Great. He's trying to crack open a safe to see what's inside. But she's not showing him what's inside the safe. Then at some point she does show him what's inside the safe, and he realized that he actually didn't like what was inside the safe. So a huge part of what many women do in dating is they hope/expect that once the man finally sees what they're holding in, that thing is gonna be what he wants or what he needs or what he likes. Not necessarily.
Yeah, but from woman's perspective, this could be the case as well, because while he chases her, he shows his best self.
Yeah. Actually, no, it definitely is. No. I 100% that is 1 gazillion percent true. Gazillion. So for anyone there who wants to say that I'm being misogynistic, no. What you just said there is very true. So when men meet women, they're putting on their best self and So then that means that once that fades, the woman might not.
Okay,
Cool.
So your theory looks legit. I think that's a word.
Legit, yes.
Legit. Oh, okay, legit.
I mean,
but it can go both ways.
Yeah, but we're talking about what happens with men.
But the thing is that looks like men pull away more than women.
Okay, but the thing is this. We can't have a conversation about why men do something and then get offended by the answer.
I'm not getting offended. I'm just trying to see the whole subject from different angle. So I'm not getting offended or disagree with what you're saying. My question is, even if this is the case, and if this can be mutual both ways, why men pull away more than women? It has to be something else there.
Do they?
Well, I don't know. I cannot really, something. I cannot really reply because I had never any flirt with women or anything. I'm straight, so I cannot have an opinion. But from conversations that I had with people around, I heard more women say he pulled away than my male friends say she pulled away.
What I've noticed women do is, if you look in your Tinder, your Hinge, your Instagram, your WhatsApp, how many men right now are trying to get your attention for various reasons?
Quite a few.
Quite a few. How many of those men do you pay any attention to?
One.
There we go. Right? So the point I'm making is, and that's what women do in general. It's the men that you're not interested in are invisible. They don't even exist. And the men who you are, is like, So you focus your energy on those men and what they do, forgetting about all of the other men.
Okay, so it's because, okay, makes sense now. It's because most likely women will have more options. And it's why also they have more matches on dating apps. So she focused on one. So she has picked her favorite, let's call it, already. But how about the man? The man, does he put effort to... no, because he doesn't have many options.
Well, what I'll say is this. The kind of men that these women are matching with are the few men who do have options. On a dating app, people believe it's either 80% of women, the top 80% of women, matching with the top 20% of men. So essentially, the 80% of the most attractive women on Tinder are matching with the top 20% of attractive men, if you understand. Or the top 90% of women matching with the top 10% of men.
Right.
It's either one of the two. But
is it statistics or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are statistics that have been proven.
Okay.
But the basic point means that if you take 80-20, it means that the bottom 80% of men are matching with the bottom 20% of women.
Right.
So the bottom 20% of women are matching with the bottom 80% of men.
Cool.
Think of how many men that is to how many women that is. And then on the flip side, right, so the top 20% of men are matching with the top 80% of women. So the men who you are giving your attention to, these are the few men who have options. But the thing is this, it ain't easy for men to get options. It ain't easy. And you know when something ain't easy, you like to enjoy it. So you go for these men, right? These desirable, high value men, right? The high status men, right? And then, so basically it's like attracting women if you're a man is difficult. So I want a man that every other woman wants, but I also want a man that every other woman wants who is going to ignore every other woman and just want me. Now, you'll find that guy eventually, but it ain't going to be easy.
Right.
Because that man there is enjoying the fruits of his labor. You see those high value men that you want. You know why they're high value? They're high value because they've specifically decided to do things so that women will find them attractive. So like as a man, we're not attractive just because of like the way we look. Like you, when me and you were together, you would stop me and you go, 5 men approached me on the street today. And it's you just walking down the street, you're living your life, and then these men want to get with you. See, like for a man now, we have to firstly, hit the gym, great, sort out your clothes, great, but then it's your personality, go out and make some money, build some sort of status. And while these men are going out earning the money and building the status, they're doing it consciously thinking, I want to be as attractive to women as possible so I have options and so women will want to screw me. That's why they're doing it.
Okay.
It's consciously. So then, once they have achieved the goal, now, something that they've probably been trying to achieve since they were 14, then it's like, what is wanted is for them to just focus on the one woman. but you've been spending your whole life or your whole frigging adolescence to adulthood trying to be as attractive as possible to as many women as possible so that you could enjoy what that's actually like. If you see.
Yeah.
What's going on? I feel like you're thinking a lot.
It's something that I haven't heard before. I'm still processing the whole thing. I've noticed also like if and when I talk to more than one man, it means that they're not what I'm looking for. Is this the same thing about men? So the times when I talked to more than one man, it was because these men I was talking with, really and truly, they were not what I was looking for. So when men talk with multiple women, is this the case? Or they like the game, they like to chase?
I don't think men like to chase at all. I think that's a stereotype that doesn't hold water because, say, if men genuinely liked to chase, then when you watch porn, that would involve men chasing women to get sex. But that's not what you see, is it? Like, it's just a woman going, hey, do you want to have sex with me? And the man's like, yay. And that's basically male sexual fantasies, right? Whereas if you read an erotic novel like 50 Shades of Grey, there's all a storyline and then there is the chase and there's the tension and it builds over time and blah, blah, blah. But stuff that's designed for men, i.e. porn, it's like so. So I don't know if I believe that men like to chase as much as men are prepared to chase because there's no other option. But yeah, and there we go. Really, that has been it for an episode of The Truth About Men, hosted by me, Kieren, and my ex Marianiki, the yoga teacher extraordinaire who specializes in inclusive yoga. So what that basically means is that well, to be honest, I know that I see people doing yoga on Instagram, and I'm not gonna lie, right? So I see the women doing the bendy stuff. I like what I see. Okay. But on the flip side, it's also kind of like daunting because they're so flexible. I think, could I ever even do that? Or it just looks.
Yeah, that's the thing. So yoga has many different styles. Yeah. So the yoga that I do is hatha, and also I like this route of yoga that is more accessible to people. So even people who are not very flexible, they are very beginners, or like they want to ground themselves. This style makes it more accessible to them, if this makes sense. Because not everybody can start from the level 10. And maybe not everybody wants to go to level 10. Maybe some people just want to do some yoga and they're beginners. So there's a way to start and feel like I can do it because they can do it. Yeah. There is a way.
There is.
Yeah.
And she knows the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, her details are on screen. Give her a follow. And also like, comment and subscribe as well. So what do you think about what has been said today? Firstly, if you like the video, YouTube will show it to more people. If you comment, YouTube will show it to more people. But I'll also get to see what you think and we can have like an ongoing conversation back and forth. If you subscribe, you'll see more of the content. And if you slam the notification bell, you'll be notified anytime we got a new video. So thank you and goodbye.